What's up guys, this is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about top 15 office specific fragrance. So I would also let you guys know about some bossy type of scents which are class apart, but not everybody are bosses in the office or at the workplace. So among the 15 fragrances that I would be showing, I would classify them into 3 different categories. So I would start with the ones which are specific to people who are just starting into their career of work, maybe corporate, or if you're into marketing, or maybe you're starting a business, you're not so established. So something which are affordable and something which are simple and nice at the same time. The second classification I would do for those who are like managers or project leads in the corporate or in the business. And the last category that I would be showing are something which are typical bossy kind of scents. So like I said, not everybody are boss at the workplace. There is only few who reach that level. So the bossy scents are for those who have reached that level, who want to smell like a boss, something different from the usual scents that people wear. Again, to keep in mind, office wear fragrance or the bossy kind of fragrance should not be too loud, should not be irritating to the people, because even though you are the boss, you shouldn't make them run away from the workplace, because you have to be cautious about that as well, just to keep that office decorum. Now let's get started. So coming in at number 15, so like I said, the first category is for those who are just beginning into the working career. So I would show some of the cheapies which are good smelling and not so expensive, easily affordable. At the same time, they smell good as well. So coming in at number 15 is from Perfume Depot, Kouros Silver. Now this is a nice green apple and a soft woody based fragrance. So I'll quickly do it so that the video doesn't get too long. I will not talk too much about performance, and in detail you can watch my individual videos to know in detail about each of these fragrances. Coming in at number 14 is Armaf-Radical Blue. Now this is a take on Versace Pour Homme with a nice watermelon note, and in the dry down you would get some spicy black pepper note as well. Beautiful fragrance. It stays very soft within the 1 to 2 feet of projection, and it lasts a good 8 hours on my clothes. So that was at number 14. Now coming in at number 13 is from the house of Jenny Glow, that is Freesia Pear. This is a beautiful, soft, airy kind of scent, very good for the office because it does not annoy anybody. It smells absolutely gorgeous. It has that nice body lotion kind of vibe which you get in nice resorts or hotels. So that is at number 13, and it gives a good 5 to 6 hours of lasting. Now coming in at number 12 is Blackberry Bay, again from the house of Jenny Glow. This is also a nice, soft, airy, beautiful scent. It smells like those aroma that you get when you enter luxury resorts, but in a very soft and airy way, which is why I feel it suits the office occasions. Now coming in at number 11, that is Armaf Excellus. If you do not like that typical fresh type of scents and you want to slightly go into the leathery vibe, this is what you can go for, because this has that nice citrus opening along with a nice touch of leather nuance. But it's not like the typical hardcore leather fragrance, so this definitely suits office as well. This is a take on Carolina Herrera CH Men, which is CH Men. I do have that as well. This is what I'm talking about. So this is a take on that. Now this is a cheapie. Like I said, all these that I just spoke are within 1200 range, but this is a beautiful fragrance, very classy, great for the office, and it has a good lasting of 7 to 8 hours. So that is Armaf Excellus. Now coming to the next category, which is mainly for managers or project leads who work in the office, who can slightly spend a little more so that they get a slightly better quality stuff for the office. That is CH Men at number 10. So like I said, this is a very good clone of that. So if you are in a middle level management and you can spend a little more, then go for this one. This has that nice green grassy opening with a nice soft leathery nuance. Beautiful fragrance. It gives me a good lasting of 7 to 8 hours on my clothes. Coming in at number 9 is Blanc Individual. I'm sure you would have heard of this so many times. This is a fresh, clean, soft fragrance with a nice sweetness of raspberry note. Very good for the office, very clean type of smell, easy to wear, easily liked by people. It gives a good lasting of 7 to 8 hours and a very soft projection, easy to wear to office. Number 8 spot is Inspired Aroma Chypre Intense. Now this is a beautiful grapefruit and apple based fragrance, and it has that nice dryness to it because of that labdanum note, because the name says Chypre. So Chypre is something that gives a dry feel along with that beautiful apple note. So the apple note is the most prominent in this one, and it can easily suit office because it is very pleasing to the nose, and it gives a solid lasting of 10 hours on my clothes. So definitely give it a try if you like that fresh type of apple based fragrance. Now coming in at number 7 is Prada Lhomme. I'm sure everybody knows this. Prada Lhomme is one of the perfect office fragrance. Now I only have a miniature which is from Prada, and this is an 8 ml sprayer because I did not really prefer going for the big bottle. I'm happy with the miniatures whenever I get options for miniatures. It is easy to carry as well. Now this is a very nice soapy type of iris note fragrance. So beautiful, fresh, clean type of fragrance along with that nice soapy iris note. So definitely suits for the office. It gives a good lasting of 8 to 9 hours on my clothes, sometimes even 10 hours. Coming in at number 6 is Jimmy Choo Man Intense. Not many talk about this, but this is one of my favorite office-based fragrance. It has that nice geranium spiciness with a nice black pepper note, and it smells so classy with that freshness. Gives a fresh vibe as well with that little spiciness. Beautiful fragrance. If you are a manager or a project lead, you will definitely smell sexy with this one. Performance wise, it's not bad. It gives a lasting of 6 to 7 hours with a decent projection of 1.5 hours. Now coming in at number 5, Office for Men by Jeremy Fragrance. If you think that I would have placed it at number 1, no, I'm sorry guys, because to me, this is not one of those bossy kind of fragrance. It is definitely a winner when it comes to compliments, but because of the price tag and because of the blending, I don't want to place it at number 1 because it is nothing unique in terms of the blending. It is just a take on Dior Sauvage and Creed Aventus with a nice, beautiful woody base. So I don't think it deserves the place at number 1 because it does not really give me that feel of bossy character, because the smell is not so unique, but it definitely smells very attractive. Women love this a lot. It pulls off a lot of compliments undoubtedly, because when I wore it to office, I got about 5 to 6 compliments in just the first wear, and it actually surprised me, but it does not really give me the vibe of a bossy feel. Performance wise, 8+ hours, sometimes even 10 hours on clothes. But if you get it for a price of 6,000, then it is definitely a good choice. But otherwise, if there is no discounters, this is definitely not worth that price. Now this kind of scent suits more for those who work for event management kind of work, because like I said, it does not give the vibe of the bossy feel. So event management is more of that casual setup. You can definitely pull this off if you happen to work in that event management or entertainment related work profile. So give it a try if you get it for the price of 6,000, because otherwise it is not worth. Coming in at number 4 is Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum. Now this is a beautiful green apple and sage note fragrance. I really enjoy that little spiciness of sage note in this. It perfectly suits for the office if you happen to be in that manager kind of a role. You have a team under you. It smells very classy. It has a very nice decent projection of 2 feet, and it lasts a good 8 hours on clothes. So that is YSL Y Eau de Parfum. Okay, now comes the interesting topic, the bossy scents. At number 3 is again from the house of Inspired Aroma Woody Cinnamon. Now you must be surprised why I am placing this at number 3, because let me tell you guys, Woody Cinnamon is one of their beautiful creation. It smells like no designers. I'm not sure if there is a niche which smells like this. It has that very creamy cinnamon with a nice soft woody note. It smells very unique from the usual scents that you get around, and it definitely has a good lasting of 7 to 8 hours with a decent projection of 1 to 2 feet. It does not project too loud, because if you are a boss at the office, you should not annoy anybody, but yet it smells very class. That creamy cinnamon is what makes it stand apart, because you're not going to smell like anybody else. People who work under you will definitely get to know that the boss has arrived. So that is Woody Cinnamon from Inspired Aroma. Now number 2 and number 1. Now I actually took a long time to decide which can be placed as number 2 and number 1, and I was a little confused. I could not really conclude, so I thought I'll make it a tie here, because I was not really able to decide as to which is better among these two. So those are Valentino Uomo Intense, and the other one is again from the house of Inspired Aroma, that is Saffron Leather, guys. Now I cannot really say which is better among the two, but I'll tell you what each one smells like. This has a beautiful soft iris note with a nice leathery nuance in the base. It smells very different from the usual designer fragrance that you get. It smells so classy. It smells more like that black suit guy is the managing director or the vice president of a firm. It smells so luxury, very class. My wife rates this a 9 on 10. I would also give this a 9 on 10 because it is one of my favorites, and it smells so classy and yet sexy at the same time. And it definitely gives that bossy feel because it smells a little different from the usual fresh scents or the designers that you get. Beautiful fragrance, gives a good lasting of 8 to 9 hours on my clothes. a good projection of 2 hours, and it perfectly suits the office if you work in an AC environment and you are the boss there like a vice president or a managing director. When it comes to Inspired Aroma Saffron Leather, this is one of the smoothest leather based fragrances that I have smelled, yet it smells very classy because that creamy saffron note nicely covers that leather note, which makes it very soothing to the nose, yet it smells class apart. You will definitely smell like a boss because nobody can smell like this one, because it does not smell like any other designer fragrance or any other leather based fragrance, because that creamy saffron gives it a nice appealing vibe to the nose for that leather note. Even when it comes to performance, it projects a good 2 to 3 hours with a soft projection of 2 feet, and it gives a lasting of 10 to 12 hours on my clothes. So beautiful fragrance. Even women complimented me when I wore this one. I initially had this 2 ml sample of saffron leather when it was initially released, but this is one of their beautiful creation, and this is a 10 ml spray now. It costs around 1000 for a 10 ml, but pure perfume concentration, guys. 10 to 12 hours on your clothes, easy stuff, and it smells so gorgeous. You are definitely going to smell like a boss because nobody can smell like this one. So that's about it. Thanks for watching again. Let me know which are your favorite office based fragrances. The ones I spoke today are not the only ones. There are many more, of course, but I picked up those which are not typical summer or not typical winter, which are best suited for office. These are my take on the top 15 office specific fragrance along with that bossy kind of sense. So that's about it. Thanks for watching again. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.